What's up guys, it's Dr. Mike. If you are having a pinching or painful sensation on the front of the hip when you squat down, or maybe when you bend over to pick something up, this video is going to be helpful for you. Today we are going to be talking about hip impingement and what that means for you. Now, when I go down into a squat or if I bend over, I'm going into hip flexion. What's happening to that femur head is it's actually gliding down. And that femur head, as I participate in various activities, should have the ability to spin, glide up, glide down, and move in various directions. It's a ball and socket joint, so it's really moving in all different directions. And if it doesn't, because of the amount of sitting and driving that we're doing, a lot of the connective tissue around the hip binds it down and limits that movement. So then when we go into a lunge or we try to do things like squatting, it causes impingement symptoms, it causes pain, it causes pinching sensations. So I'm gonna go over a few exercises that you can use at home that are gonna allow that femur to glide freely up and down just the way that it's intended to, especially when you're performing any lunges or squats or any other activities that you want to participate in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on a soft tissue mobilization technique. And all that basically means is we're going to use something like a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball to address the soft tissue components surrounding the hip capsule. So we're going to apply some pressure while we're on the ground, placing the ball on the posterior aspect of the hip. We have our piriformis located there that can be very sensitive. Also, the upper glute area can be very tight sometimes. So we're going to use this ball to help cut some of that tension and release some of those muscles. So what you're going to do is you're going to prop up on your side with the ball. And as you start to apply some pressure, you're already going to feel quite a bit of tension and some sensitivity on that piriformis or that outside of the glute there. Now, the trick here with these mobilizations is that you're focusing on moving your leg through the mobilization. This is not something where you're just sitting there, kind of hanging out here. It's going to be greatly effective if you can learn how to move through end ranges of motion. So I'm taking my hip into internal rotation and external rotation, and I'm searching for those spots that are very sensitive and hot so that I can spend a little bit more time on that area to see if I can cut some of that tension on the back of the hip to help free up that fascia and that connective tissue. So that's going to be the first thing that we're going to work on, okay? The second item that we're going to work on is a basic hip distraction. And so you can do this with just a resistance band. Now notice here, the thickness of the resistance band is about 2 inches. If you're using a very small one, you're not going to get a lot of tension or traction from the band. So you want to use something thick. I'm actually using the Monster Rogue Fitness Band. Those are pretty sturdy. They work quite well. And so what I'm going to do for my right leg to start with is I'm going to hook my foot inside the band. And now I'm going to move my body away from the band. The further I go away from the band, the more tension that I am putting on that band here. And now I'm just sitting upright and I'm already feeling a nice distraction of that femur, which is going to feel really good on that hip. Now what I can do is actually do kind of like a hip hike. So I'm imagining as if I'm pulling my hip back into the socket and then I'm relaxing my entire body. I'm pulling that hip back into its socket and relaxing. And what I'm feeling is this nice distraction of me pulling in, relaxing, allowing the femur to move out, me pulling in and relaxing the femur to move out. So we moved on to the hip distraction. Next position we are going to get into is the quadruped position. So we are going to use something soft underneath, kind of like an ab mat or a foam pad or anything like that. And so with this next one, you're going to hook your leg and you're going to try to move that band as high as you can get it on top of the femur there, okay? So now I'm going to step away from the rig or the band So now this band is providing a downward force on that femur as I am moving my body forward. I'm gonna feel kind of like that hip socket is being pulled behind me, and it's gonna feel like a nice, good decompression, okay? Now, a couple things you can do here is you can take your hip into what we call internal rotation, okay? Or you can take your hip into external rotation, meaning that your foot is going in that direction. Or you might feel like that's enough distraction for you and you can work through some gentle rocks. Each of these positions we can hang out here for about 1 to 2 minutes, and you're gonna feel some nice relief in those hips area. Taking your hip into internal rotation once again. If you feel like the band is not providing enough tension or pull, you could always just step further away from the band. You can even use the opposite leg to kind of prop yourself up to provide yourself with some better leverage there. And that's going to help improve your hip flexion, bringing your knee up towards your chest and internal rotation there, okay? Now, if for some reason you cannot get on your knees and you're like, Mike, that is too difficult to do, another alternative is to lay on your back. And now you're gonna hook your leg in and you're gonna try to get that band as high as you can right on that femur. And now in this position, this leg is gonna straighten out. I'm gonna bring this knee up towards my chest. Now the band is still doing the same thing. It's providing a downward force on that femur, trying to increase my hip flexion, bringing my knee to my chest. If I really wanna help with internal rotation, now I can start to bring my knee over slightly, and I'm gonna feel a nice, good tug or distraction. If at any point you feel any pinching or bony stoppage, like it's like, no, it's not going, it doesn't feel good, you can always move away from the band to provide a little bit more traction, which should help relieve that pain there. So once again, here you're hanging out here for about a minute, and then you're bringing it back down. So those are a few tools that you can use to help with any symptoms of hip impingement, or if you're feeling just some tight hips. Hope you found this video helpful. Please, to support me, subscribe to the channel. If you have specific videos or questions, please comment below. I would love to answer them in another video. Have a good day.